What's up everybody, Billy here, and I'm really super excited to show you guys my unboxing of the Xbox One S. Now I'm really excited because for me, I've always wanted to unbox just a video game console, just the actual console itself, not like a whole bunch of games, not accessories. I did do that 3DS with the Pokemon Special Edition, that was pretty awesome, but now I get to do a full-fledged home console. I've always wanted to do this. And here we have it with the Xbox One S. So this is the 2TB version, this is the launch edition for the, well, it's not the first time the Xbox is coming out, but for the slim version, this is the launch edition for it. It's in 2 TB. Now I would suggest that this one over here, this one's good for people who have a previous Xbox One. They want to upgrade it because, you know, they want more storage, they want the smaller form factor, they want the integrated power supply. Whatever it might be, I think this one's the best one for people who already have the collection and want to get going with it and continuing that. Now I personally think if you're just starting and want to get into the Xbox ecosystem, this is a great start as well because it does start at $399, but I would probably wait for one of those bundled versions, or unless you maybe have a game already, maybe a friend lent it to you, maybe you got one for your birthday, whatever it might be. Either way, it's a good choice. As I previously mentioned, this one is the 2 TB version, so let's get right into it and let's show you what you get with the 2 TB Xbox One S. So first and foremost, let's just take a look, nice look around the package. And here's my unboxing knife in case you guys didn't already see it, but you'll see more of that in a little bit. Nice plain white design showing off the Xbox, the updated version of it, along with the nice white controller. The controller itself actually has quite a few improvements as well, but I'll get to those in a moment as well. So pretty plain box all around, just showing it around. It's not really telling you much except you're going to be enjoying a really great gaming experience. So one of the big kickers for this thing as well is that it actually plays 4K videos from either Blu-rays or even streaming if you're doing it off of Netflix, because Netflix does provide a 4K service as well. Another big kicker as well is HDR, which is high dynamic range, so if your TV supports it, also with the, you know, if it supports 4K, it might support the HDR as well. That's another thing that this takes advantage of as well, to show even better coloring on games and videos too. To be honest, I really love this artwork in the back here. You got yourself a little bit of Tomb Raider, yourself a little bit of Halo, a little bit of Gears, a little bit of Forza. I think it looks awesome. So if you guys already don't know, this one is 40% smaller than the previous outgoing Xbox One, and it also has an integrated power supply, which I think it's a great and smart move, because having that extra little brick thing hanging in the middle somewhere else, it doesn't do it for me. I prefer it to be all integrated, just one power cable coming out, and that's it. Alrighty, so let's get right into it, guys. And if you want to know a little bit more about this unboxing knife, I'll leave a little link up. Where is it? There. I'll leave the card there, so you guys can check it out if you want to get one for yourself. It is from Counter-Strike Go. A lot of stuff going on with that game right now, and a bunch of other stuff. But let's not get into it. This is just for me unboxing this thing anyway. So, a couple other improvements as well. Not necessarily improvements, but what it includes. It also includes a stand, a vertical stand. So now if you actually want to put it up, you know, vertically, instead of laying it flat horizontally, you can do that. It does include a stand. That's pretty sweet. So, I'm going to just flip this over here so the tabs are a little bit easier to open. And immediately greeted with Xbox One. Oh, that's cute. It just tells you if you want to set it up on the stand, vertically, horizontally, battery, HDMI, power, how to do it. Sweet. So in case you don't know how to do it, first timer, you got yourself covered over there. So let's get right into this part over here. It's pretty well, hopefully the camera doesn't go too out of focus for this one. It's pretty well organized, very neat in there. That's what I always love, when stuff is very neatly organized. So I'll flip it back around so it's easier for me to take out. And first we'll start off with the stuff that's on the side here. It's probably just gonna be, yeah, here we go. That's all you need now. No more huge power grip. That means even the packaging for the Xbox itself is pretty much smaller too. That's pretty sweet. It includes the power cable there, because without a video game, can't have video games without any power. These things run electricity, and that's how they do it. And over here is the included HDMI cable. I think this is a great addition. I think every console should just come with an HDMI cable, and thank God they've all been doing that anyway. And here we go, the controller, and probably the one that I think it's also improved as well. So this controller over here actually also has increased range over the previous version, and probably my favorite thing, it includes Duracell batteries. I like that choice over there. Not the bunny one, but you know what I'm talking about. It also has these nice little textured grips on the bottom over here, so your gaming sessions could be a little bit longer. It might be harder to see here, but I personally think it's something that you'd want to feel. It's just the lightest texture. It's not too noticeable, like at least visually, but when you're holding it in your hand, it has a nice grip to it, it has a nice texture to it, and honestly, this white looks so boss. I mean, a lot of electronics go black just to kind of keep it in the family in terms of like what you're going to be using with all your other electronics, like all the coloring for them. But I think the white looks really nifty on this Xbox. So let's put this all away real quick, and let's cut to getting the actual console out. That's probably my most important part. Alrighty, so it's very, very well protected. There's even some stuff over here. Probably have to blur it out because there's some codes. Let's see. Take that out. Take this out. So here we go. The vertical stand on there. If you guys want to put it up horizontally, I mean, it could look really good on some setups. So you know, that's something to keep in mind over here. They also give you 14 days of gold. I'm going to just cover that code, so less for me to edit later. But yeah, and also talks about the Xbox Elite controller as well, which is pretty sweet. I also have an unboxing of that if you guys want to check it out. Information, warranty, etc., etc. If you need it, hopefully you don't. It's all there with all that nice, wonderful literature. So let's get right into it. This is what we've all come to see. The box is completely empty. Honestly, I enjoy the packaging. It's really small, and it keeps everything all together. And it's really well protected, actually, so shouldn't have any problems while shipping. So here we go. I'm just going to get that off to the side here, and here, and here we go. Wow, this thing is actually surprisingly small. I'm going to see if I grab the other Xbox, just to even show you guys a quick comparison as well between the difference between the two. But here we go. This is really well protected. I feel like I'm opening... It's like Christmas Day all over again. Okay, so that's the bottom over there. That's really cute. Might be hard to see for you guys, but let me see if I pull it up to the camera over there. Xbox One, it says the model there, and also says hello from Seattle. That's really cute. I like that. So that's on the bottom there. And here we go with the actual front of the console itself. There we go. So we have where the disc tray is. We have a nice little USB up on the top over here. Have your power over here, eject over here. Here's your IR blaster right there. Oh yeah, which is also included in this new one too. I really like the scheming on this one. I personally really like the design of this one. All the holes and whatnot. I know it's for ventilation, but I just like the design. Personally, that's my take. Everyone has different takes on things. And of course the back now, we don't have to deal with the huge power brick. All we have is that one little connector there. It goes directly to the outlet. That's it. And of course the Xbox being famously known for having your, your satellite or cable box in, out to your TV. So this acts like a PVR kind of functions to it. IR out. Your network cable, if you want to lock this thing down, you can lock it down. Your 2 super speed USB switches. That's pretty sweet. Overall, I think this is a great package. Let me go grab the original Xbox One so you guys can check the size difference between the two and kind of have a little comparison as well. And here we go. We have the original Xbox One on the bottom, the Xbox One S up here on the top. And honestly, you guys can tell me, I personally think, and I enjoy the aesthetics of the Xbox One S better than that. Look at that size difference already. I'm going to stick them kind of corner to corner over here. You're losing a nice amount of depth over here in the front, on the side over here, and even like just comparing them, side by side, it's not as tall either. I mean, this one does not look like a VCR anymore. No offense, but this one kind of looked like a VCR. Microsoft, you guys have done an incredible job redesigning this thing to actually fit all the guts that were in here into here and still have, like, because you actually have an integrated power supply unit in there. That's really impressive versus this one where you have that huge power brick that you still have to worry about via the connections back here. I mean, it's pretty sweet that they did have like the USB on the side there, but it wasn't as easy to access. Now you actually have one right in the front. See, just up top camera right there, compared to this was the front of the original Xbox One, and all you have is like the CD thing. So it's harder to access the USB on the side there. So I think that's pretty neat actually having it on the front there instead. And it has all of the same ports on the outside over there, so you guys can see. I don't want to put it on its face, but here we go. Make sure it doesn't fall. But here we go. The only extra thing that this thing needs is if you want to put like a Kinect unit. It doesn't come with one. I think the original one did for a while, then to lower the price they took it off. But you can already see like the size difference between the two from the up top camera over there. Honestly, I think Microsoft, good job guys, because this is a vast improvement in my opinion, and honestly the design aesthetics as well. I think it's really improved overall. Microsoft, hats off to you guys. I think you guys did a wonderful job, and for anybody either looking to upgrade their Xbox One or even just to get into the Xbox ecosystem, I think this is a great place to start. And there you have it, folks. That is the unboxing of the new 2TB Xbox One S. I'm going to be leaving all the information if you guys want to pick one up for your very selves in the description below, so be sure to check it out. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press that thumbs up button. And if you'd like to see more video gaming content just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well so you don't miss out on another video. And as always, guys, I'd like to thank you very, very much for taking the time out of your day to watching this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.